Hello.
Hello.
And welcome back.
To
Sick.
See you next Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Happy holidays.
It's Christmas.
I'm Annabelle.
I'm Ben.
And it's Christmas.
And it's Christmas. We're here to talk, like we did last week, about it's my turn. We're here to talk about my favorite Christmas movie.
Yes.
Annabelle's decked to the halls. To the halls? She's decked to the halls.
With boughs of holly. Yes, I'm in Christmas pajamas. That's it. How about
would
you, Ben?
Would you like to see me?
I would love to see you. Shut up right now, Ben. You shut your mouth. Can you see my menu?
Yes, I can see. But for the audio listeners, I have a Minions Christmas sweater on.
I'm so jealous. I might just pop this here.
Oh, look at him.
Yeah. That's crazy. For those who don't know, I have like a sick fascination with Minions.
Yeah, and it's crazy that I don't think it's come up on the pod as often as you'd think.
You know, you actually would think that they would come up at least once per episode because they come up in my personal life too frequently, I'd argue.
Maybe too frequently, yeah.
I would say yes. I would relent and say yeah.
For sure.
So I'm jealous. I just have like a boring Christmas tree.
No, it's cute. It's got
polka
3D
dots?
Oh no, I was gonna say it's like 3D.
It's got 3D tinsel, correct? Mm-hmm. Very fun. I often just wear it outside.
Love that. And don't I know it?
And don't you know it? Don't you know it?
But yeah, it's Christmas. We're feeling festive. We thought it's time to watch some Christmas movies.
Amen.
And you know, last week, exactly 1 week ago today, we watched Love Actually.
We did. Last Tuesday night, we did.
Yep. And this Tuesday night.
And Ben, what are we watching this week?
We are watching Christmas with the Kranks.
Holiday classic.
Holiday classic. This is one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Hence the episode.
Hence why we're watching it. I want to say, honestly, it's third, maybe, in terms of like my actual favorite Christmas movies.
Okay, wait, what's number 2? Or number 1? I know one of them.
Yeah.
I just don't know what spot. Okay, yeah.
Number 1 is the Polar Express. I love the Polar Express. That's a controversial take. Not many people do.
Yeah, I actually polled people at work today about Christmas with the Kranks and then said, well, his other favorites, Polar Express, many a mixed view. Some people said, ooh, I hate that. Some people said that's mid. One person said, I love it.
It's very, hit or miss. I think a lot of people are turned off by like the animation style too, but
it's a little creepy, but like in a fun way.
It's not. It's
that little
magic.
Sickly child with his hot chocolate.
Which one?
The lead boy.
Oh, what's wrong with him?
He looks like a little sickly child. He looks like that child in the wheelchair in A Secret Garden.
Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all,
and there's nothing wrong with that.
Josh Groban's Believe is amazing.
And there's nothing wrong with anything I just said. None of them are derogatory comments. They're just facts.
Yes.
I like the film from what I can remember. I've seen it once.
And then my second favorite would be How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Okay. That's one of my least favorite Christmas movies.
I love that movie. I think it's so good. However,
I think it's good. It just really scared me as a child because Jim Carrey does a really good job.
He does. My 2 coworkers, their favorite Christmas movie is Polar Express.
Really?
Yeah.
2 of my best friends in previous times, Polar Express.
Yeah. And then I know some people who hate it, but third, Christmas with the Kranks. Love it.
Classic.
Grew up with it. Watched it so much. And it's just so funny. It holds a special place in my heart. So
Lovely.
I guess I'll
now, Ben,
give a little...
For those of us out there who maybe haven't seen Christmas with the Kranks, could you give us a little rundown of what the film's about?
I would love nothing more.
Please take it away.
So Christmas with the Kranks, it is based on the novella by John Grisham called Skipping Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah.
That title's right on the nose, isn't it?
My dad loves John Grisham.
There you go.
And it's called Skipping Christmas, and the reason they did not name the movie that was because they thought that it would be confused with Surviving Christmas, which is...
What's that?
That's a really good question that you're asking me. It's a movie from 2004 with Ben Affleck and Christina Applegate. I've seen it.
Oh!
I've literally seen this movie.
Okay, sounds kind of bomb. I know nothing about it.
It is about a, like, rich man who is, like, he wants to, like, go home to, like, his small town. And he goes to his childhood home where he finds, like, another family there. And he pays them to pretend to be his parents.
Wait, that's a banging film.
The way I actually love that movie.
Can we
I watched
watch
it last year for the first time. Absolutely.
I love that. I love Christina.
Yeah, it's actually really good. Now, but that's not what Christmas with the Kranks is about.
Absolutely, it's not. Not to be confused with.
Yes. Christmas with the Kranks is about a couple played by Jamie Lee Curtis and Tim Allen.
Tim Allen. Santa Claus himself.
Yep, Santa Claus himself. And their daughter, Blair, is going away to Peru, I think.
Sure.
For like a month. Basically
is it only a month?
It's only a month. She leaves after Thanksgiving and she comes back right before Christmas. Yeah.
I thought it was like Christmas a year later or something.
No,
That's crazy. Okay.
And so as they're dropping her off at Thanksgiving, they are like obviously very depressed because they're like, oh, my daughter's... She wasn't supposed to come home for Christmas.
She was supposed to come back a year later, right?
Yes.
Okay.
She was not supposed to come home for Christmas. And so they're very upset that their daughter's not going to be around for Christmas.
Yeah.
And they live in a town where like Christmas is a big deal. They all...
Clearly.
Everybody celebrates. Everybody does everything. And so they decide, since their daughter's not going to be home, that they're going to skip Christmas. I know. They're going to go on a cruise.
Yeah.
And so they decide they're not going to decorate. They're not going to get all of the groceries. They're not going to buy a tree, and they're not going to support the local police and buy a calendar.
They said.
Even though I don't think that has anything to do with Christmas, but
they just don't want any dates in December to be acknowledged.
Yeah. They're not going to get any gifts for anybody. They just decide to completely skip Christmas. Well, in this small town outside of Chicago,
yes,
it's not okay.
That's sacrilegious.
And so the town essentially like begins to harass them.
Boundaries crossed?
Yes, they want them to celebrate Christmas and to decorate their house and put Frosty the Snowman on the roof and buy a tree from the Boy Scout troop and everything. And so that is a huge thing for the town. However, Blair calls. She is engaged.
After a month.
Enrique.
Yep.
Yep. And she's coming home for Christmas. It's Christmas Eve, and they have T-minus, I don't know, like 6 hours to
pretend.
Put together 10 hours.
Oh, I said pretend.
Oh, I think you said 10.
Oh, I could not tell you the amount of time they have. Could not tell you. Gun to my head. Okay. Yeah, I memorized it, man.
And so they have like 6 hours to put together the greatest holiday party that they put on every Christmas Eve, but we're not doing this year. And so they rally up the town to decorate the house, get all the ingredients to make this big feast, and put together this party so that Blair can have the Christmas Eve, and they don't end up going on the cruise. Spoiler
alert.
But that's basically what Christmas with the Kranks is about.
It's quite a comprehensive rundown. And their last name is Krank.
Yes.
They're not just cranky. It's
but a pun.
A pun, if you will.
Yeah.
Nominal determinism, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite deep, actually. It's quite layered.
Yeah, this
it's
movie's
quite
got layers.
Yeah. That's why people don't like it. It's because they don't understand it.
It's too nuanced.
Absolutely. It takes someone of a certain intellectual caliber to really fully grasp this film, I find.
I think, and that's why we like it so much,
because we're academics. We're academics.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
Amen. See you next Tuesday.
Now this movie was universally hated at the time.
Give me a Rotten Tomatoes.
5%.
5 is crazy. What? What did this film do to people? Is that lower than a Cinderella story?
Time.
People hate a good time.
Yes, that is lower than a Cinderella story.
But wait, what's the common denominator?
I just hit my microphone out of shock. Oh my god.
Look up the Rotten Tomatoes score of Freaky Friday right now. Also, okay, no, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Wait, you're right. I feel like it's kind of high. It's 88%.
Okay. Thank God. The curse is broken.
But Julie Gonzalo, star of
A Cinderella
Freaky
Story
Friday and A Cinderella Story.
Her entire filmography just listed, really.
Plays Blair in this movie.
Yes.
But yeah, this is lower than than Cinderella Story.
That's crazy. I didn't think there was a film lower than that on Rotten Tomatoes.
I find 5% ludicrous.
That's insane.
I'm sorry.
There are so many worse films. I'm so sorry.
And like, this is like well made as a film.
Exactly. You've got some heavy hitters at the helm as well.
Yeah.
Isn't like Dan Aykroyd in it?
It's first of all, it's Christopher Columbus that
directed.
Yeah, directed the movie. So that alone is like huge. You've got Tim Allen, you've got Jamie Lee Curtis, Dan Aykroyd, and what is his name? Emmett Walsh is big.
Yeah, sure.
So like, there's some big names in this movie.
Santa Claus.
Oh my gosh. Austin
Star
Pendleton?
of the Minutes on
Star
Broadway.
of the Minutes with Armie
Everyone's
Hammer.
favorite Cannibal Armie Hammer.
Yeah, that man.
That man devours, as we all know.
We had the honor of meeting Armie Hammer and Austin Pendleton. Santa Claus himself.
Famous
I don't think we
friend
have
of
a
Cannibal.
photo of that, unfortunately.
We don't have a photo of him, but we do have a photo with Armie. Insert photo here.
Oh, and Caroline Rhea is in this. Star of Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yeah. Oh, Felicity Huffman's in this.
Felicity Huffman is in fact
star
in
of
this.
the college admissions scandal. Most notably.
Yes.
And we've
true.
got that woman at the spray tan booth.
Oh, yes. What is her name?
I can't
Arden
remember.
Myron.
Yes, but she is the star of Insatiable.
Also,
starring Armie Hammer.
Somebody that I think maybe we didn't clock, but I knew this. I don't know if you did.
Okay.
Carrie Martin, mother of Zack and Cody.
Yeah. Where?
She's in it. She plays.
Is she a neighbor?
Tim Allen's coworker.
You shut your mouth.
She has a line in everything.
Oh my god. Okay, star.
Her line is like, this is me guessing.
I'm working late.
Morning, Mr. Scrooge.
Oh.
I think that's what she says to him.
Oh, that was good.
Thank you.
Did you also audition for the part?
I am Kim Rhodes.
I believe it. I could see that. I could see you being a mother to two twins.
Who performs at a hotel bar.
You give that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, she's in this.
Wow, that's crazy.
So, safe to say.
Cast goes crazy. 5%?
Yeah.
With that star power, are you kidding?
I'm going to go on to Rotten Tomatoes and I'm just going to read some of the negative reviews.
I thought you were going to say you're going to vote. Because I was going to say, let's start bumping these up. Let's be the change we want to see in the world and get this to 95.
But 95. I need to see what some of these people are saying.
Yeah, what are these Scrooges saying?
Stop. That was good.
Thank you.
Somebody said, unoriginal, unfunny, slapstick holiday fare. So somebody just can't have a good time.
So someone literally doesn't like just smile and laugh.
Like, sorry.
Sorry you hate December, babe.
Somebody said, we loved him as Santa. We loved her as the hooker with a heart.
What?
We love Christmas. After seeing Christmas with the Kranks, all I can say is it put me in one cranky mood for the holidays over such a waste of talent.
Sorry, the hooker with the heart?
Yeah, when has Jamie Lee Curtis played a hooker with a heart?
What film is this?
Trading Places.
Sure, okay. I don't know if I have like one specific association with Jamie Lee Curtis, honestly.
Mine
I mean, apart
is
from like Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday.
Yeah, that's like my foray into her. But like apart from that, like the breadth of her career, I feel like she's done so much.
Oh my
Academy
gosh.
Award winner.
Hold on. Not to assume.
Yes.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm
Are you assuming the gender of the person who left that review?
No. I'm actually going to assume the race of somebody.
Dangerous game.
This white man named Daniel Barnes. His review is 1 out of 5.
Cool. And what did Daniel have to say for himself?
This exhausting parade of white people's Christmas problems offers only banality, blandness, and the most desperately unfunny sitcom hijinks imaginable.
Dan. Jesus. What year did this come out? 2005?
So the movie came out in 2004.
4? Like, yeah, of course it's white people's problems. It's 2004. That's all of cinema's fault. That's Hollywood's fault. That's not Christmas with the Kranks' fault.
All of these reviews are from like 2020.
Yeah, okay.
So that's why I'm like, these people are looking at this movie through a 2020
lens,
which is not what, first of all, there's nothing really problematic about, at least that I can remember.
Yeah, I didn't clock anything like problematic.
There's no like homophobia or racism that I remember blatant.
Well, they couldn't really be racist because everyone was white.
I think there's one black character and it's his neighbor that leaves.
Stop. That's the equivalent of getting killed off.
It's literally his neighbor that goes to his mother or his mother.
Oh wait, yeah, house. At the beginning, right? And they steal the tree.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the only person of color? No.
Maybe.
Why do I feel like there's more? Maybe I'm wrong.
They go to a tanning salon, so perhaps.
Oh, you're so right.
Does that count?
In 2004, it might have.
It might have, honestly.
But yeah, this movie isn't necessarily gonna be like
it's not ahead of its time, but it's also not behind its time. Like, it's of its time. And
it is of its time. You're right.
Christmas movie. I don't think they're designed to change the world.
No, not at all. That's the
not
other thing.
Until a Christmas Prince.
Did they want the Oppenheimer of Christmas movies?
What, something I'll watch once and never again? Absolutely not.
A 3.5 hour Christmas movie that is getting into the mind of the man who created the atomic bomb.
Yeah, give me a list of people who want that. I
just don't feel like
that's not what this movie's journey is supposed to be.
Listen to Jeffrey Anderson's
I would
review.
love to take a listen to Jeffrey.
He gave it a 0 out of 4.
That's crazy. Why is it out of 4? Number 1.
And listen to this. And I would love to know what he's given other movies.
That's so true. Because what's a 4?
There is not a single lifelike character in this entire film. I'm sorry. I'm not going to a movie to see an imitation of life. Yeah.
I don't want that. I don't want to see my Christmas. That's not why I'm turning this on. Sure, but not at Christmas.
Exist, but not a Christmas movie.
No.
I bet he hates Marvel.
Oh, he's gotta hate Marvel, and he's gonna blame Marvel for the fall of cinema.
Yeah, I bet Jeffrey M. Anderson hates Marvel.
100%. He hated Barbie.
Oh, he loved Juror Number 2.
Oh, well, same.
He loved it. He gave it a 5 out of 5.
I love Jeffrey. We didn't even give him 5s.
I love Jeffrey.
I love Jeffrey.
I'm trying to find, when was the most recent...
I feel like someone like him could hate Juror Number 2 because I saw so many people in the little reviews section being annoying and pretentious.
Yeah.
Jeffrey's a man of mystery.
Jeffrey is a man of mystery. And I don't know if I understand Jeffrey.
I don't think I want to understand Jeffrey, though. I kind of like the mystery.
I like the
mystique. Jeffrey, if you're watching, comment below. Hit us up.
Oh, Annabelle, you'll love him. He loved long legs.
Oh, thank God. How many times did he see it?
How many
times?
I cannot attest to. But I know that man loved long legs.
Oh, then he's in.
He might be the one.
He's the one.
But no, this movie is not meant to be realistic.
No.
It's not meant to be thought-provoking.
And it's not.
And it's not.
And it's not. And it's not going to be. No, yeah, we're here for Christmas. We're here for a crazy cast. And that's what we got. We got Christmas hijinks, fun.
Exactly. That's all I could ask for with a Christmas movie set in like a suburban town.
That's the thing. Like, I want to know why they even turned this movie on if that's not what they wanted.
That's, you know what?
From the
they just weren't in the mood.
They were in a mood. They were in a mood to criticize and tear apart.
Yeah, maybe a family member died like right before and they're like, these people are happy.
No, that's so
Kill
true.
them.
That's like my COVID Christmas when I refused to watch any Christmas movies except Black Christmas. Is that what it's called? The Keira Knightley one?
Oh,
Dark Night.
It's called Silent Night.
Not Black Christmas.
That's the horror movie.
Never mind. Have not seen that. Yeah, Silent Night is the only movie I watched that year because I said they're having a worse time than me. But everything else was cut off. And that's what people need to do. If you're not in the mood to watch it, cut yourself off. That's called boundaries.
I know, it's actually really irritating because that's like not just Christmas movies or like this movie specifically. It's like every movie. If you're not in the mood to watch that type of movie, then why are you watching
There's actually no gun to your head.
It's going to give a bad taste in your mouth and you're going to give it a bad review even 100%. Though the movie
you're going to be biased.
Is a good movie. Yeah.
And that's honestly the biggest loss. You're losing out because you're never going to be able to experience that movie without crazily being shrouded by whatever's going on in your life.
Amen.
And you're missing out.
That's our PSA to movie critics out there.
Everyone watching, watch Christmas with the Kranks when you're in a good mood, okay? Yeah. Save a death in the family for Oppenheimer.
So true. Save it for
Father Stew.
Oh my gosh, save it for Father Stew.
Save it for Father Stew.
Save it for Long Legs.
Don't save it for Long Legs.
No, because murder.
That's true, but no, we need to go into Long Legs. Ready to take in a masterpiece. Okay?
So true.
So true.
But yeah, I love this movie. What is your history with this movie, Annabelle?
Okay, yes. So my history with this movie, I could not tell you a year I first watched it, but I'm going to say it was kind of around 2004. Couldn't tell you if it got cinematic release, but if it did, I wasn't there.
I could tell you.
You could. I definitely saw it whenever it came out at the DVD store, got it out. I think we might now own it on DVD, but definitely like have watched it with my mom, have watched it with my dad. All of us enjoyed it. It's like one that we would go back to. And then like the last rewatch I remember was like 6-7 years ago. My family will like after the festivities of the day watch a Christmas movie on Christmas night. Normally it's Love Actually or Elf. One year we threw Christmas with the Kranks into the mix and everyone loved it. It was a hit with Jen and Tom. Scott was audibly laughing.
Oh my gosh, love it.
Yeah.
I have a similar
I would love to hear your history
with this movie.
With this movie that did or did not get cinematic release?
That's a really good question that you're asking. And I could tell you right now, I don't know.
Oh, and maybe we're not meant to. If things aren't readily available, that's just not information for us to know. But do tell me about your history.
What I can tell you, though, is it opened the same weekend as National Treasure and The Incredibles.
Bangin' weekend.
Yep. It was number 3 in the box office.
After those two?
Yep.
Box office?
Well, I mean, yeah, but I don't know if Australia got it. I'm assuming Christopher Columbus, I'm assuming it probably did.
Yeah.
But again, I have a very similar history. I don't think I saw it in theaters. I would have been 7, and I don't think my parents would have been like, we're going to go see Christmas with the Kranks with my 7-year-old.
Yeah.
But definitely something that like my dad always loved because John Grisham book, Tim Allen, Jamie Lee Curtis, What's Not to Love for a middle-aged father.
So true.
And so we watched it a lot as kids. And it was just always something that we watched consistently. This was one of the few Christmas movies that I remember watching over and over again. We definitely have the DVD of it for sure. Nope. And yeah, as I got older, I continued to just watch it every year because I think it's fun. Now it's got the nostalgia of like my childhood. Yeah. It's fun. It's kind of, it's stupid, silly. Yeah. It's a good time.
It puts you in a good mood. Plus, now there's an Academy Award winner in it. So
there is an Academy Award winner in it. Julie Gonzalo, Academy Award winner. Can you imagine? I can't actually.
I don't think I can. Maybe it's a brunette.
Sure, maybe.
Yeah.
However, also, wait.
It won an Oscar?
No, this movie.
This won Best Picture in 2005 at the Academy Awards?
No, I thought that Dan Aykroyd won, but he did not.
Okay.
For Driving Miss Daisy.
Okay.
He was nominated. But
congratulations.
Yeah, Jamie Lee, our Oscar winner.
Yeah.
A receiver.
Absolutely. Tim Allen's probably got an Emmy.
Probably.
I fear. Yeah.
He's probably got an Oscar for the Santa Claus, right?
Definitely, if not the Santa Claus 2.
Maybe the Santa I love the Santa Claus 3 personally.
Yeah, and then I'm sure he got an Emmy for the Santa Clauses.
Oh, so true.
Absolutely.
Tim Allen won the 1996 Academy Award for Buzz Lightyear.
Academy Award?
I'm kidding.
Ben, you had me. You had me.
Oh my God. He actually does not have an Emmy. He was nominated once.
For Home Improvement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did win a Golden Globe once for Home Improvement, though.
Okay. Golden Globe winner.
He was nominated 5 times for the Golden Globes.
Jesus. So you can't keep the man down, is what I'm hearing. Tenacity out the wazoo. You simply cannot. No matter how hard you might try.
Try again.
You cannot. Yeah, keep on trying, bud. He'll be back up.
Yep.
He'll be the last man standing.
That's a good one.
Thank you. That one's for you, Keith.
That one's for you, Keith. My father. He won't listen.
I know you're watching right now, Keith.
I'll tell him to go exactly to
Send him a timestamp. Yeah.
Now it's time to play our favorite game.
Who else was up for the part?
Was up for the part
of
I have 2 roles.
Okay.
That I want you to guess for.
Right.
I think you can easily do this.
Okay.
These are all so obvious. Like,
well, now you're setting me up for failure, I feel.
No.
Okay.
And if you don't get it, you'll hear it and you'll be like, oh my God, obviously.
Okay.
So the first one is for Luther, aka Tim Allen. There were 3 other men up for the part. Who were they?
Danny DeVito.
No. Good guess, though.
Thank you. Matthew Broderick.
No.
Have these men... Tom Hanks.
No, but that's a good guess.
Thank you. Have these men been in other Christmas films?
Yes, they have.
Hugh Grant.
No. All American. Or all American.
All American.
Beef. Grass fed.
Yeah. Like men?
Mm-hmm. Like I feel like I could give you one and you would get the other 2 from it.
Okay. Are they like giving Tim Allen?
Honestly, not super, but
Steve Martin.
2004, no. 2004, this is like, obviously, they're younger than Tim Allen. Timothy Chalamet.
Stop, the way I was like... Could be. Could be.
When he was 5.
He's up for every single role that we talk about on this podcast.
Yeah.
Austin Butler, Jacob Elordi.
Yep.
Can you give me a hint?
The 3 of them, I feel like, are so associated with each other, and they've been in a lot of movies together.
Owen Wilson.
Yes.
Vince Vaughn.
Yes. The silence is deafening.
He's the 30s in movies with them. Ben Affleck.
No.
Ben
Stiller.
Ben Stiller. Oh, so true. So true.
Yeah, like that makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But also I feel like they're a little younger than Tim Allen.
I also feel like vibes would have been slightly different.
It definitely would have been a different movie.
For
and
sure.
honestly, maybe not a 5% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Maybe.
Might have been 3.
Might have been 3. Might have been 90. Who knows with these
I also
people?
would be dying to know who would be playing the wife, because I don't think it'd be Jamie Lee.
No, that would be odd.
We had those 3.
That would feel odd.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a Christine Taylor.
Oh, sure. A Christina Applegate.
Sure.
Yeah.
A Rachel McAdams.
A
Isla Fisher.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
A Gwyneth Paltrow. I'm just naming people in Wedding Crashers personally.
Oh, yes, you are.
Yes.
But no, it would definitely be a different movie.
It would be a different
fully.
film. Yeah. I think it would
also
skew to a different audience. I don't think it would be as like...
I feel
don't
like it'd
know.
be more of like a teen.
I agree. I don't think it would be as much for families.
Like in the Zoolander world,
Yes.
or like
Wedding
the
Crashers.
Wedding Crashers, yeah, exactly.
Which, honestly, I might want that film, but I'd like it as well.
I kind of want Christmas with the Cranks and then Christmas with the Crankiers, and it's Ben Stiller and...
That's really good. That's the best thing you've ever said. That was really good.
Thank you.
And I'm greenlighting. I'm red and greenlighting.
And it's done.
Done. That's crazy. I agree.
I unfortunately don't have any
For Jamie Lee?
casting for Jamie Lee, but I do have...
For Julie Gonzalo?
No. The most obscure. Candy.
Tanning salon.
No. You'd think.
She
That's
gives
not her.
candy.
She does.
Who the hell is Candy?
Candy is Aunt Hilda.
What?
I know. Like
They're
the
really
most
tossing
random.
up.
She has like 3 lines in the whole
Stop.
movie.
That's wild.
But there was I could be wrong on this, but I think she might have been cast and like dropped out.
Okay. Wow. Do they give the same energy as Aunt Hilda?
They do very much. However, at the time of like this, like in 2004, this person was typecast very hard.
Ooh.
Not so much anymore, but not typecast in the Aunt Hilda vibes.
Okay.
Typecast in a very different vibe.
Huh.
And honestly, this person really broke out of typecast, which is kind of cool.
Maggie Smith.
No, what? Did you just... I'd love for you to repeat that into the mic clearer. Look me dead in the eyes.
I literally actually didn't say anything. That's crazy. That's crazy.
She would have been like 90.
And what about it? And what about it? What? She's too old to play the bit part that has 3 lines?
Yes. Yes.
Can I get a hint?
We both love this person.
Okay. 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 Sydney Sweeney.
Correct.
Woo! Catherine Zeta-Jones.
I was going to say Catherine Langford.
Josephine Langford. Debbie Ryan, Laura Morano,
Trisha Paytas.
I wish. Wait, she'd kill. The way if this were
she would play
100%, and if it were being filmed today, she'd get it. Because what doesn't she have?
So true.
So true. Brie Larson.
When she was 12.
Yeah. Can you give me a hint?
I was gonna say I'm gonna try and think of another.
Give me a hint about the typecast. So if the typecast was different,
Mean
slut,
Girl.
Mean Girl. Young.
Define young.
Like how old would Aunt Hilda have been? Would she have been like around her age?
She would have probably been in like her 30s, early 30s.
So younger than Aunt Hilda?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, actually she would have been 29 when this movie came out, so.
Christina Applegate.
You're on it. No, but she was typecast as the mean girl.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
I feel like I'm not gonna get it.
Okay, I was gonna say it is Judy Greer.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And you know what? I can see it.
Right?
I can see it.
I would have loved that.
Yeah. I love Judy Greer. And you're right. You're right.
What did I say?
When you said we love Judy Greer, you're correct. You're
what did
so
I
right.
say? Now, despite this being a Christmas movie, I do have some bomb to drop that I feel like it kind of shook me when I read this too.
Okay, yeah.
Christmas never happens in this movie.
Christmas Day?
We never see Christmas.
You're right. And that makes sense.
I feel like every 90% of like your stereotypical Christmas movies will like end on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
It'll always be like leading up to Christmas Day and then it'll be Christmas Day.
That's
and
true.
That's like the end of the movie. And we don't get to see that here.
I kind of like it. Because like it's like a movie to watch before Christmas.
You're so right.
It's all about the Christmas lead up.
And you know what? It's not about Christmas. It's about the Christmas spirit.
So true. Christmas is family.
So true.
So true.
I also have a question for you.
Okay, yeah.
Regarding this movie. Is this a religious movie?
No. What? Is it? Is this a yes or no question?
I feel like it might be.
Why?
Is that not? I feel like Santa and is like your
Saint Nick?
Your like angel, like your god.
Oh, it's Santa in this movie?
Yeah. He's like making miracles happen for them, and
I don't think he's like Jesus Christ.
I think he might be. I think that might be Jesus
That
Christ.
might be Jesus Christ. I mean, no. I think it's just like he's actually Santa and he's actually magical.
Like, yeah, like doing.
He's like Tim
tricks.
Allen. Yeah.
Now there is an argument that every Christmas movie is a religious movie.
Well, I mean, Christmas is inherently religious because Christ Mass.
Yeah.
But also it's been commercialized so much that it kind of sucks the religion out of it, which thank God.
True. And there is like a priest and stuff and
Sure.
all that, but that's just because they're a little religious family
And
going
that,
to church.
yeah, exactly. That doesn't necessarily mean that the movie is.
I think it's religious. And I want to believe that it's religious.
And that's religious. That
If you just believe.
Anything can happen if you just believe. And that's a quote from A Cinderella Story starring Julie Gonzalo.
I want to believe that this movie is Christmas. Oh my god. Well,
I want to believe that this movie is Christmas.
it is Christmas and it is religious. It's about God. Julie Gonzalo plays
Jesus
the Lord
Christ.
and Savior Jesus Christ.
Wait, she kind of does.
Dies and is
Resurrected on December
back.
24th. And gets everyone to do her bidding while she's away.
Yep. And she
Followers
makes
of
magic.
Christ.
She does magic by making a party happen in less than 6 hours.
Water into wine, baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
Walking on water. That girl she is.
That girl she is. And then, what's her fiance's name?
Enrique.
Enrique is her Mary Magdalene.
prostitute?
He gives. Enrique? I think yay.
Enrique? More like yay. Enrique, yay.
Enrique, yay. I wish he came out so he could be Enrique.
He might have.
He might have. I could see it.
I don't think that man's done anything. Watch him be like
Watch
the
him
most.
literally have an Oscar.
He might be like the most. We're talking about how Jamie Lee's the only.
He's got 12.
Oh my gosh, Eric Purcellovan's in this.
Yes.
Star of The Middle.
Yeah. Star of Malcolm in the Middle.
That's it. Not The Middle. Oh, I love The Middle though.
Love The Middle. You know what? When we were watching it, I almost said that he was in The Middle. Because tell me that he and Brick don't give the same energy.
No, they do.
They almost have the same face.
So I found Enrique. He's from Cuba.
And is he a Cuban superstar?
Unfortunately, I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
Since Christmas with the Kranks, he has been in 3 other projects.
Go off. All right.
In 2008, he played Cuban diplomat number 2.
That's pretty good. In what?
In Che, part 1.
All right. When's part 2
with
dropping?
Benicio del Toro.
Okay.
Steven Soderbergh directed it.
Shut up. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Enrique.
And that's like basically all he's done.
That's great. That's
the
all
other
he
2
needs.
don't even have links on Wikipedia.
He could probably get no one.
Call him up.
I will. Like, he's probably got one. That's easy. That's enough.
Very true. And unfortunately, like, the U.S. gave up Cuba.
Yeah. Otherwise, he would have had
or
an
else
instant in.
He would have had it.
Yeah.
But
No problem.
they said we don't. But that was like 1900s. So
yeah. So he just missed the boat.
He just missed it.
He just missed it. But it's okay.
He might have been born in 1900. I don't know.
We don't know. Who am I to guess?
Yeah.
But no, he cranked his way back in.
Cranked.
Yeah.
That was good.
Thank
I
you.
feel like the puns are off the chart.
As they should be at Christmas.
Especially with a movie called Christmas with the Kranks.
No, fully. It's already given us a pun, so we're trying to one up.
Because we like to smile and have a good time.
Yeah. David.
But yeah, so that is my favorite Christmas movie.
Now, Ben, why is it your favorite Christmas movie?
Okay, I've kind of touched on it and said it, but this movie is 3rd on my list.
Yes. Well, why is it one of your favorites?
That needs to be known.
Okay.
Nostalgia plays a huge factor. And honestly, I'm not somebody who like really loves stupid humor.
Okay, yeah.
Like usually those movies are sort of the ones I will watch like once and then never watch again. Like
Sure.
I'm not huge on like Napoleon Dynamite or
That's crazy. That's a different kettle of fish. That's very different humor.
or oh my gosh, what is Mike Myers?
Austin Powers?
Some of like the Will Ferrell movies.
You say Elf.
I like Elf.
You start just naming like a bunch of my favorite movies. I'm not big on Napoleon Dynamite, The Room, Elf.
Those movies that Annabelle really likes, they're like actually awful.
That are terrible.
No,
I would never
but,
touch
like,
them.
The stupid humor movies, first of all, they're not really made anymore.
Not as much. They're honestly like Netflix originals would be the closest.
Yeah, but like that's not like the vibe and the energy that like the 2000s gave us.
It's true. I feel like that Britt Robertson movie kind of gave like old movie energy.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I just feel like they used to pump them out like
They definitely
water.
did. Yeah, they're definitely less prolific than they used to be for sure.
And I kind of miss that. However, the ones that like still currently that I will like and watch and want to rewatch are the ones that I grew up watching constantly.
Sure,
like,
yeah.
Like Hot Rod and Anchorman.
I love Anchorman.
Benchwarmers.
Yeah.
And this is, I think, one of those because it's like stupid humor. It's not really. it's not your highbrow humor as those critics are
Yeah, as
asking
everyone
for.
on Rotten Tomatoes has pointed out so aggressively.
Yeah. So the nostalgia, I also think,
Plays
I feel like
into it.
when I watch Christmas movies, I really love like the magic of them.
Yeah,
Because I think it's cute and I think it's fun and it's what makes Christmas fun.
for sure.
And that's, I think it has like little
Sprinklings.
dustings
Yep. Fairy dust.
of like the cute little Christmas magic in a movie that doesn't necessarily need like feel like it would have that.
That's true. Yeah, you've got like that little Santa element to be like, ooh.
Yeah, I think it's cute.
It is cute.
Which is like why I love Polar Express, because it's all about like the magic of Christmas and
Yeah.
that's
How the
why I
Grinch stole
love-
Christmas.
What did you just say to me?
How the Grinch stole Christmas is what I just
yes.
said to you.
That one's just, I think, a perfect movie.
It's scary.
I'm sorry. No, it's not.
Jim Carrey is so good that his mannerisms are terrifying.
I think it's incredible. He is so good.
He's
incredible.
so good. Like, it scared me so much
It's
as a child that I
funny.
used to like make my mom turn it off because I was getting nightmares because he was terrifying to me.
My gosh. My sister and I used to quote that movie like it was our job. And I think that is one of the few movies that I quote constantly too.
Sure.
Oh, it's so good. That movie's so
No, it is. It is. It's too much for me. And that's
What are
okay.
What are your thoughts on a series of unfortunate events?
Terrifying. I've told you that story, haven't I?
I don't know if you have. Is this a pod story? Are you allowed to tell this on the pod?
I'm allowed to tell this on the pod. What kind of crazy story can I have with a series of unfortunate events that can't be known?
I don't know.
No, okay.
You tell me.
So, when I first went to the movies to see a series of unfortunate events with my dad, you know at the beginning how they have that thing that it's like, if you want like a fun story about fairies and whatever, then like go to cinema blank. About like 30 minutes into the film, I started hysterically crying because I was terrified, and then I like screamed at my dad and I was like, take me to cinema, blah, because I thought it was real.
Maybe it wasn't a pod story because that's embarrassing.
Hey, shut up.
Okay, wait, doesn't it like, okay, I have not
But
seen
Series of
Series
Unfortunate Events is dark, to be fair.
It is dark. I
Yeah.
used to watch that movie a lot as a kid, but
That tracks.
correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
What is that
You were
supposed
into
to
horror
mean?
and stuff, okay?
Yeah.
It's like scary. And I wasn't.
Does it start out as like a happy movie?
No.
And then what is that like? It's a movie that gives a vibe of like Series of Unfortunate Events, but it's like a dark, almost children's movie, maybe
La
like
Dolce
tween.
Vita. It's probably not that.
No,
But that movie does
it's
start out
not.
happy and make you think that it's just like his dad and his kid, and then
But
it turns out to be World War II.
No, it's like a kid's movie, and genuinely, like I want to say, it like starts out with like something like fairies, and then it literally is just like wrong movie. Is it Shrek 2?
Me?
No.
No, that is Series of Unfortunate Events, because they like it starts with the thing, and then it's like, well, this isn't this film.
Yeah. But like they like full on like started as like a completely different movie. Like it's not even like a vibe change. It's just like this is a different movie.
Oh, I don't.
Maybe it is Series of Unfortunate Events, and
Maybe.
it's just how I remembered it.
Well, also like the beginning of it is definitely more like they move in with him.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like quirky, but then it gets like scarier.
I'm gonna watch the beginning of it when I hang up because I am struggling to remember, and I have not seen that movie.
I have not
in
seen
so
that
long.
movie. I remember, so I watched it at the movies, and then when I was in like year 5 or something, they played it at school, and I was like terrified because I said, what if I do it again in front of people?
Oh my gosh.
And I like just kind of didn't watch it just to be safe. I wasn't paying attention. But that's the last time I even attempted to watch it. I did watch
Oh my
the TV show.
gosh. I haven't seen the TV show.
It's good. The TV show
We
is
should
good.
rewatch the movie.
We should rewatch. What if I hysterically cry?
Wait, that could be. We talked about it on like one of the last few pods about like where
Watching
we.
something that we don't remember that well?
Yeah.
Love.
We could do that one.
It's a good one. Ben, add it to the
Other than
notes.
that, what?
Add it to the notes.
Add it to the notes. I have nothing else to say about this masterpiece. And if you do and it's negative,
keep it to yourself.
Sit down when you're happy.
Yeah.
And rewatch it.
Evaluate what's going on in your life.
Yeah, maybe it's a time for self-reflection.
I think it is. I think whenever you don't like a movie, it's your fault.
Amen. Honestly.
Honestly? Look inward, babe. Look in a mirror. Okay?
And that's that on that.
And that's that. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Whatever. Fine, I guess. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Come
we'll
back.
See you next freaking week.
Sick.
Sick? When are we going to see you?
Next Tuesday.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.